Right, come in. So welcome to my new property that I've just listed on Airbnb. This property is set to make me around £1,150 per month, and I don't even own it. I'm using a strategy called the rent-to-rent model, and the way this works is we guarantee the rent to a landlord for a fixed term, usually between 3 to 5 years, and then we're gonna let it out either as a house share or we're gonna let it out as a serviced accommodation, which is basically Airbnb, Booking.com, that kind of thing. So this particular property, I'm gonna be letting out as an Airbnb unit. Let me show you around. We have the bedroom. So this is a 1-bedroom. We're actually gonna be able to have up to 6 people stay in this property. Now the reason is because we've got 2 people that can stay in this bed in the living room, which I'm gonna show you now. We've got a sofa bed. This can all be laid out as a bed. And we also have an air bed, which can be put into the bedroom as well. So you can actually turn over quite a substantial amount per month. The way that I actually got into this business was I was in a previous business where I was holding an events company with a couple of my friends. After a couple of years, it turned out that it wasn't really working financially, and I decided I wanted to start something by myself. I went to a networking event and I was introduced into this strategy. And I've never turned back since. I had lots of people asking me, how can they actually start this business model? A lot of the people were working in a regular 9-to-5 job and they thought they weren't able to do it, but I know myself it is possible because I started this business with just a couple of hours per day, a few times per week, and I managed to get it off the ground. So I started teaching people for free, and then after that, it was just random people would hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, that kind of thing. I actually have a lot of value to give in this space, so I decided to start up a mentorship program specifically for people that want to get into this type of business model. So I've been in the property business in total of 7 years. I started and scaled the rent-to-rent business in the first 2 years, and then shortly after that I started the coaching business. But I've decided to move back into taking on more properties now, just so I can keep on top of the market and seeing how things are working, and then introduce this to my students as well. So we're currently sitting in one of my latest properties at the moment here, based in Northwest London. Yeah, so the most common question I get asked is how can I start? So there's 5 steps if I was to break it down simply. Firstly, you're going to find a property. You can go to Rightmove, Zoopla, Gumtree. And then secondly, you're going to pitch the landlord on your services, because you're not going to be renting it out as a normal tenant. You're going to be renting it out as a property manager on a company-let agreement. Third, you want to negotiate terms on that agreement and get it signed. Fourth, you want to furnish the property, set it up, make it look nice. So when you list it on the portals, it is going to be marketed very well. And then 5, then you're going to get bookings if you're doing it as an Airbnb, or you're going to get tenants if you're renting it out as a HMO or a house share. And then you just repeat that process and you continue to scale. The second common question that I get is, how much money do I need to get started? Well, when I started, I actually started with just £2,000, and that actually went towards my mentorship. So actually after that I had 0. So you can actually get started with 0. I managed to find ways to partner up with people, joint venture, and raise finance, and multiple other strategies in raising finance. So you can find ways to raise the finance if you don't have it, and then you just need to find the property. So you can do it with 0 money down. However, I will say it is going to be a challenge, and it would be easier to find a way to get the money first. So if you do have the money and you're going to put it in all by yourself, and you're looking around £5,000 per property, £5,000 to £10,000 I would say is the range. Bear in mind, if you're putting £10,000 into a property, you'd be expecting to make a lot more per month. So it'd be justifiable. I put £10,000 into properties before and they've made me £2,000 per month. So I was okay with that, because I would recoup my initial investment within about 5-6 months still. So now I've created my business in a way that is systemized and outsourced. So I'm very hands-off with the management, and it only takes me 1 to 2 hours to manage per week. So I spend most of my time traveling around the world now. I started doing this when they released the restrictions from the lockdown. Dubai, all around Southeast Asia. A couple of months ago, I just came back from a ski trip. I've been to Barcelona this month, and next week I'm going to be traveling around South America. While I'm going around the world visiting these places, I'm still running the business. I'm still taking properties while I'm traveling around. Luckily, with this type of business model, it can be completely remote, it can be completely hands-off. So I'm not only managing the properties remotely, I'm taking on more properties remotely. So that's where I'm at now. I'm traveling the world and scaling the business. So if you want to get a hold of me, you can put a comment below. You can also head over to my Instagram page. You can DM me there. Make sure you like and subscribe to learn more about how to start a rent-to-rent business yourself.